welcome. Today I want to share with you guys a recipe for pastels, but it's going to be a vegetarian recipe, and a lot of people have been asking me to do a vegetarian version of this, seeing that they don't eat meat. So I decided to do this using soya chunks. Now if you didn't want to use soya, you can use any type of beans that you would like. What you would do is soak that bean, boil it until it's very tender, and then you'll process it like I'm going to do with the soya chunks. So for this recipe, I have here soya that has been soaked, and it's about 1.5 cups. And when you soak it, it plumps up. And what you do is you wash it out with some tap water and you squeeze all of that water out once it plumps up. The other ingredients: scallions, onions, garlic, hot pepper and pimento pepper chopped, some tomato paste, Worcestershire sauce, ketchup, capers, olives, raisins, salt and pepper to taste. Now I will leave the list of ingredients for this down below in the description box, so make sure to look out for that. So I want to start by preparing the soya, and I'm going to put it into my food processor. You're going to chop the soya chunks into a coarse consistency. Empty the soya into a big mixing bowl. To your minced soya chunks, you're going to put a little bit of salt to taste, and we'll always adjust it at the end, so don't put too much, and some fresh black pepper. Now you're going to add in the Worcestershire, the scallions, garlic, chopped peppers, and the onion. Mix to combine these ingredients. The other ingredients goes in after this has finished marinating. So I was not planning to put any green seasoning in this, but I think to help flavor the soya chunks a little more, we'll need some green seasoning. So I will add that in the description down below. So just mix that in, and what you're going to do next is you're going to cover this and put it in your refrigerator. You can keep it in there for a couple of hours or even overnight to help the soya chunks soak in all of the flavors from those seasonings. When the soya chunks have finished marinating, put up a skillet to heat up and add a drizzle of olive oil or any type of oil you would like. Let that heat up. When the oil is hot, add in the soya chunks. Now you're going to cook this on medium heat and let those seasonings in there soften, and let the soya chunks get a nice light brown color. I'm just going to cover this and allow it to steam down in here, because we want to make sure that this soya chunk, it cooks properly. So we're going to allow the steam to help this cook. Okay, it's been 15 minutes since the soya has been cooking. Now we're going to add in the tomato paste and the ketchup. And we're going to let this cook in here for about 5 minutes so that tomato paste wakens up. Okay, now you're going to add in the olives, the capers, and the raisins. And let this cook an additional 2 more minutes, and then this would be ready. Okay, when this is finished, you're going to taste it for salt and set aside. Now we're going to move on to making the dough for the pastels. So now to make the dough for the pastels, and here I have 2 cups of corn flour, and you have to use corn flour, not cornmeal. And I'm using the Promasa brand. So I have here 2.5 cups of warm water. You'll need a teaspoon of salt and 2 tablespoons of butter. So you're going to add the salt to the corn flour and mix that in. Next, add in the butter. And now you're going to add in all of the water. And do not worry, it's not going to get soft, because this corn flour is going to absorb all of that water. If it does get soft on you, well, then you can always add some more corn flour. But you'll see how it will absorb and it will come together and form a dough. Okay, once your flour comes together, just cover it with a tea towel and set it aside for like 2 or 3 minutes. Next, you're going to put up a pot of water to boil. Now, traditionally, pastels is made with using those fresh banana leaves, and I don't have any of those. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to use foil in place of it. If you have banana leaves, by all means, you should use it, but I'm going to use the foil today. I'm going to create small dough balls out of the flour, and you make them whatever size you would like your pastels to be. So if you want them small, you break small dough balls. If you want your pastels big, you break bigger dough balls. So what you're going to do is you're going to brush your foil paper with some oil. This is to prevent it from sticking when we have to fold it. Just lightly brush it, and then you're going to take one of the ball and you're going to open it out onto the foil. Next, you're going to place some of your soy filling, and this just came to mind, but if you wanted to put some shredded carrots in your filling, that would be a good addition. So maybe you all can try that when you're making it. And once you put your filling in the center, you're going to use the foil and bring it up and press it down. Do the same for the other side. Bring it up and press it down. And then do the ends. And then do the other end. Then do this end. You want to make sure it's properly sealed. Once you've closed it up like this, you're going to wrap this. And try to wrap it so that it's tightly sealed, because when we put this to boil, we don't want too much of water getting into the package. And that's one pastel. So what you're going to do is do the same for the others until you've wrapped up all. Okay, so next you're going to place your pastel packages into your pot of boiling water. Okay, now you're going to leave them to boil for about 15 to 20 minutes, and you want to go in and turn the pastel packages as they're cooking to make sure that all of them cook evenly. So the pastels are finished. What I'm going to do is fish them out and put them into a strainer or colander and let that water drain out. Now you're going to let these drain and let them cool down before you can open them. Make sure you put your colander over a bowl because you wouldn't want the water to be leaking all over your stove. So as soon as this has cooled down, I'll come and open one and show you what it looks like. So the pastel has cooled down quite a bit. Just going to open it so you all can see what it looks like. So I'm just going to cut into one. I can see that steam coming out of it still. Now I was thinking if you all wanted to put some sweet peppers into this when you're making your filling, that would be a good addition also, seeing that it's vegetarian. So here you have it, my pastel or my vegetarian pastel recipe. I hope you guys tried this recipe. You can substitute the soya for any type of pre-boiled beans that you would like. Remember, as I said, you can put some shredded carrots and even some chopped sweet peppers into your filling. I hope you guys enjoyed this recipe. Make it. Let me know down below if you like it. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all another day with another one of my recipes. Enjoy!